Hello, I like to start by asking you to think about the phrase my body, my choice and what it means to you. I'd also like for you to think about what you know about abortion. Now I'm here today to talk to you about our current debate over abortion in the states. I personally have not been affected by the overturning of Roe v. Wade or know anybody who has, but I do know that there are millions of women all across the country who are now facing a crisis due to the lack of access for an abortion. I'm not here to convince you that abortion is right or convince you that it is wrong. I'm simply here to ask you to reevaluate what you know on the topic. As a society and as a nation, we must come together and reconsider our current evaluation and laws on abortion if we want to move forward and prevent harmful consequences of stripping away rights that should be protected and not attacked under law. Abortion can be a very touchy topic for many. It's often one of those things that just gets swept under the rug because it makes us uncomfortable to talk about, or because since we don't feel like we're personally affected by it, it's not that important to us. But on June 28th of 2022, the 1973 court case, Roe v. Wade, was overturned. According to the Legal Information Institute of Cornell University Law School, prior to the passing of Roe v. Wade, abortion was widely legal throughout the states. Once the law was passed, states had to go back through and reevaluate their abortion laws completely. Abortion was now federally regulated, and states could not have individual laws banning or severely restricting abortion. And now, in 2022, states must go back through and reevaluate those laws all over again. Although the idea of banning abortion seems great for many Americans, there are more consequences that we must consider when thinking about abortion. To start, banning abortion takes away rights. Another article from Cornell University Law School states that the Constitution protects a woman's decision to an abortion, and based upon the 14th Amendment right to privacy and personal liberty and restrictions upon state action, abortion should be considered legal. This is the belief that was developed with the original passing of Roe v. Wade. The Supreme Court stated that the 14th Amendment protected the right to an abortion, and it protected the right that abortion should be federally regulated and states should not have the ability or the capacity to individually regulate abortion. But now that Roe v. Wade has been overturned, abortion laws are now left up to the states. The Constitution, of course, can be interpreted in many different ways. We see this in a lot of other different areas of politics. And unfortunately, right now, the Supreme Court believes that since abortion is not directly mentioned in the Constitution, it is not a right that should be protected. As Americans, we love our freedom and we love having the ability and the right to make decisions regarding our own bodies and our own personal liberties. So how come we believe this to be different when it comes to a woman's right to have an abortion and a woman's bodily autonomy? Fortunately, many people, many Americans, agree with the idea that since abortion is not directly mentioned in the Constitution, it should not be protected under law. Many people also just consider abortion to be murder, but don't realize how complicated and how deep the topic actually is. According to New York Times, 13 states have already banned abortion following the overturning of Roe v. Wade in June of this year. Many states, such as Texas, Alabama, your really deep southern states mainly, have put in place trigger laws which completely ban abortion under any circumstances and can criminalize women for having an abortion. Other states like Georgia have started to severely restrict abortion by banning abortion after 6 weeks or after a certain time in pregnancy. However, there are states like California, New York, and Oregon, your more liberal states, who have expanded abortion laws and still consider abortion to be a legal right. By expanding these laws, they are expanding access to women all across the country, not just in their state. There are many reasons a woman may choose to have an abortion. Whether a pregnancy is a result of rape, it's a result of incest, there's medical reasons where abortion may be necessary, or a woman is not financially enough stable to have a baby, or whatever the reason may be. But it is not right to criminalize a woman for whatever decision she decides to make. Abortion can be a very dangerous procedure, and women risk their lives, they risk their future fertility by having an abortion, and they also risk their mental health. It's a very hard decision to make, and a woman is risking her livelihood by choosing to have an abortion. So it's not right for us as a society to tell a woman that she cannot have one, especially in instances of rape or incest where abortion is just necessary and a woman can't take the mental capacity, or a woman doesn't have mental capacity to carry her rapist baby. It's not right for us as a society to say that she cannot have the right to an abortion. As I've previously mentioned, abortion is a very difficult and expansive topic to understand, so there's more that goes into evaluating the topic than it just seems on the outside. We must critically reevaluate abortion if we want to move forward and bring the debate to a positive resolution that can bring us forward and make everyone happy. Now, moving on to the question portion. The first question is abortion a constitutional right? Yes, I do believe abortion is a constitutional right. I do believe that the Constitution has to be openly interpreted, and that just because something isn't directly mentioned doesn't mean that it's a right that we are not given. Next, is abortion murder? Now, this is a very difficult one. I personally do not believe that abortion is murder. I think that it's a very difficult process, and it's something that as individuals we don't understand directly. So no, I don't believe that abortion is considered murder. Should abortion be illegal? Yes, I do believe that abortion should be legal. A woman should be given the right to have an abortion no matter the circumstances. It's her personal decision, and it's not affecting me, it's not affecting my family or my friends, so I think a woman should have the right to do with her body as she pleases. Should abortion be state or federally regulated? I think abortion should be federally regulated. I think it's one of those things where, as a nation, we just need to come to a consensus where you don't have to cross state borders to have an abortion because it's illegal in your state. I think it should be federally regulated and everyone should live under the same laws. Should rape victims be able to have an abortion? Yes, I 100% believe that rape victims should be able to have an abortion. Like I mentioned in my speech, rape is a very difficult thing to overcome, and for a woman to be forced to carry and give birth to her rapist baby, it's not right. Should late-term abortion be legal? This is one that I personally believe should not, because I think after a certain point in pregnancy, you know that it's not right anymore to have an abortion. Once a baby is formed in the womb, there's arms, there's legs, the brain is forming, it's not right to have an abortion. Am I politically liberal or conservative? I consider myself to be politically liberal. When is it legal? When is abortion legal? I believe abortion is legal in many different circumstances. Obviously, medical reasons where a woman may have to have an abortion, rape, incest, whether a woman is financially stable enough to support a baby once it's out of the womb. And do I know anyone who has had an abortion? I personally do not know anybody who has had an abortion. But that is it. And I hope you are now able to reconsider your thoughts on the phrase "my body, my choice" and its relation to abortion. Thank you.